The art of controlling what you can, the most powerful Stoic principle for a calm, successful life. Among all Stoic teachings, the most popular, practical, and life-changing idea is this. Focus only on what is within your control and let go of everything else. This single principle has survived thousands of years because it works in every era, every culture, and every situation. In a world full of uncertainty, pressure, competition, and chaos, this Stoic mindset offers something rare: mental stability and inner power. Stoicism teaches that life itself is unpredictable. You cannot control other people's behavior, their opinions, their loyalty, or their reactions. You cannot control the past, sudden losses, unexpected failures, economic changes, or random events. Most people suffer because they fight reality. They waste energy worrying about things they cannot change. Stoicism ends this struggle by drawing a clear line between what is in your control and what is not. According to the Stoics, the only things truly in your control are your thoughts, judgments, intentions, actions, and responses. Everything else exists outside your authority. Once this truth is fully accepted, stress begins to lose its power. You stop feeling responsible for outcomes that were never fully yours to control. Instead, you focus on effort, character, and discipline. This mindset immediately brings emotional relief. Anxiety often comes from trying to control the future. Anger comes from trying to control other people. Regret comes from trying to control the past. Stoicism removes these mental burdens. When you accept that your responsibility ends at your actions, not results, your mind becomes lighter. You still work hard, but without emotional attachment to outcomes. This creates calm confidence. One of the strongest benefits of this Stoic principle is resilience. When setbacks happen, and they always do, Stoics do not collapse emotionally. They ask one simple question: was this under my control? If the answer is no, they let it go. If the answer is yes, they correct their actions and move forward. This approach prevents self-destruction, self-blame, and hopelessness. In daily life, this principle changes how you deal with people. Insults lose their sting. Criticism becomes information, not a personal attack. Rejection becomes redirection. You understand that other people's words and actions reflect their inner state, not your worth. This emotional distance protects your peace without making you cold or careless. The Stoic focus on control also builds discipline. When you stop blaming circumstances, luck, or other people, you take full responsibility for your choices. Discipline becomes natural because you no longer look for excuses. You understand that even in bad situations, you still control your attitude and effort. This mindset creates consistency, which is the foundation of all long-term success. Another powerful effect of this Stoic idea is clarity. Life feels confusing when emotions control perception. By separating controllable from uncontrollable, decisions become simpler. You stop overthinking. You stop replaying conversations. You stop imagining worst-case scenarios. Instead, you ask, what action is in my control right now? This question cuts through mental noise and leads to calm, focused action. Stoicism also teaches that peace comes from alignment, not comfort. When your actions align with your values, honesty, discipline, courage, patience, you feel stable even during hardship. External comfort becomes less important. Internal integrity becomes everything. This is why Stoic individuals appear strong during crises. Their peace comes from character, not circumstances. One of the most misunderstood aspects of Stoicism is the belief that it promotes emotional suppression. In reality, Stoicism promotes emotional understanding. It teaches you to feel emotions without letting them control your behavior. You still feel sadness, frustration, or disappointment, but you don't let these emotions dictate your decisions. This emotional mastery is rare and powerful. The Stoic principle of control also improves productivity. When you stop worrying about results you cannot guarantee, you focus fully on the process. This deep focus improves performance. Athletes, leaders, entrepreneurs, and thinkers often unknowingly apply this Stoic mindset when they perform at their best. They focus on effort, not outcome. In relationships, this philosophy creates maturity. You stop trying to change people. You stop chasing approval. You communicate clearly, set boundaries, and accept others as they are. This reduces conflict and disappointment. It also attracts respect. People naturally trust those who remain calm, consistent, and emotionally grounded. Over time, living by this Stoic principle reshapes your identity. You become someone who is not easily shaken, someone who does not panic under pressure, someone who does not waste energy on uncontrollable chaos. This quiet strength becomes visible. Others may not understand your calm, but they will feel it. The popularity of this Stoic teaching comes from its universality. It applies to money problems, relationship struggles, career pressure, health challenges, personal loss, and internal battles. No matter the situation, the question remains the same. What is in my control right now? The answer always leads to power. Ultimately, Stoicism does not promise a life without pain. It promises a life without unnecessary suffering. By accepting reality, controlling your responses, and focusing on what truly belongs to you, your actions and character, you gain something far more valuable than comfort, inner freedom. This is why the Stoic principle of control remains the most popular and timeless guide for a strong, calm, and meaningful life.